guys, it's Andy. So today's video is going to be my weekly hits and misses video. If you guys aren't familiar with this series I do on my channel, basically every other week I take makeup out of my collection to use for 1 week. I show you guys the products I'm using on Sunday, and then I review those products for you on Saturday. So without further ado, we could just get on into it. I'm going to start from my fails for this week, and these are the NYX Lip Lingeries. These are the shades Exotic and the shade Bustier. This is the one I have on my lips right now. It feels absolutely disgusting. My lips are so sticky, so cakey, so tacky. And in person, they just look absolutely disgusting and cracky. It's just the weirdest formula. I personally did not like either of these. Like, the color range of this lipstick line is so good, and I'm so destroyed that these are bad products. Now, individually, I do love these products, but together, they were fails. So this is the MAC Pro-Longwear Concealer and the Tarte Shape Tape. And if you guys see like the little orange squares on it, that's just how I identify what products I'm using for that week, because I put them back in my makeup collection. So that's how I identify them. Anyways, and these two were just so different and so opposite in consistency that they did not play well together. So the Tarte Shape Tape is a very thick, very full coverage foundation, and the MAC Pro-Longwear is much like the Urban Decay Naked Skin, which is much more kind of watery, lightweight, less coverage, but still really nice and hydrating. So I don't know why I thought these would play nice together, but they really did not. So this entire week I have been just using them kind of alternatingly. You guys know what I mean, and I love them separately, but yeah, together they were not good. Separately, they are definitely hits. We had a lot of fails this week. So my next fail is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil in the shade in the shade Soft Nude. I was under the impression that this was a matte nude pencil because that's what it looks like in the package. And I just really wanted this as a replacement for my Rimmel Scandal Eyes in 005 Nude that you guys know I love. But this one is like a silver with like metallic to it, and it looks so bad and chunky on the waterline. If you do like kind of metallic eyeliners, you might like this, but it did last all day, but it's just not for me, not what I was expecting, and no. So now let's go into the okay products I tried out this week. This first one is from Too Faced. So this is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Eye Primer. I thought this was okay. It did a nice job at making a smooth base. It got rid of like eyelid veins and things like that, but it really was kind of oily, a little bit too oily for my liking. It did make my eyeshadow last fairly long, but I mean, it was just okay. I wouldn't repurchase it. This product was also okay. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base Visage. It was okay, but it really didn't prolong anything, which is what you guys know I really look for in a primer. It does have glitter particles in it, which I'm not a big fan of, but it did an okay job at like creating a smooth base, so that was okay. My next okay product is from Essence. It's the All About Fixing Matte Compact Powder. This really I didn't like or use all that much because I'm not particularly oily. I have normal skin, so an oil control powder for me it's not necessary. It didn't really prolong anything. I think this would work for you with really oily skin, but for me, it just really didn't work out all that well. This product was only okay for me, and it breaks my heart because I was so excited to use it. But this is the Tarte's Pro Eyeshadow Palette. So it has 16 mattes and 4 shimmers. Absolutely stunning. But the reason this was just okay because a lot of the shadows in here were very hit and miss. So this particular row was pretty much all misses for me. They were very hard to blend. Once you put them on your eyelid, they're really pigmented. So once you put them on your eyelid, it's just kind of like a poof of powder that you couldn't blend out. It was very hard to blend. But some of the other shadows, like this row in particular, was very nice, and just it's an okay palette. I don't know, I know a lot of people really liked it, and I'm almost convinced that they did come out with like a bad batch of this, which is absolutely awful. I hate that companies do that, and I hate that we have to assume that, but I don't know, the concept of it is so beautiful, and most of the shadows in this are really nice, but because there are some really awful shadows in here, I did have to make this an okay product this week. Now on to the good stuff, the products that I love. I'm so happy to report that I love the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. It's a little bit of a thicker formula. I love using it with the Beauty Blender. It lasts a pretty decent amount of time. I would say it lasts 8 hours or so. Not as long wearing as some of my other foundations, but it's definitely a really nice option. It just covers everything. It is so utterly full coverage. I also think it smells really good. I don't know what it smells like I can't put my finger on it, but it smells pretty good to me. So I really have been loving this really nice flawless finish. I also have been loving the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder. Is also one that I've been enjoying this week. And I love this for underneath the eyes. Usually you guys know I like to bake underneath my eyes, so I really did not like this product at first because it's so finely milled. It just dried everything up. But throughout the week I was able to test it out, and I figured out using a brush with it to kind of just lightly dust it underneath the eyes. Was so gorgeous. And you guys can probably see my under eyes are hella illuminated. Like, it looks so good in my opinion. I love it. Another love of mine, I did feature this in my April favorites, which is why I decided to use it this month because I've just been loving it. This is the Benefit Brow. Really tiny pot. But this is literally so good, you guys. It's kind of like a harder gel. You do have to dip in there a couple times, whereas with the Anastasia one, just one dip and you can do like both brows. But this is totally waterproof. It lasts forever, like forever. I have such a hard time getting it off with like makeup remover. This is so good. I'm also very happy to report that I love the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. And my only complaint with this is, of course, it made my eyelashes fall because, as we all know, only waterproof mascara works on my eyelashes, otherwise they fall. But this was really nice and volumizing, nice and lengthening. It really lasted all day as well, and the only downside was I did have to curl my lashes after I applied them, which is so damaging. I have been so obsessed with my blush this week. This is the Benefit California blush. This is really pigmented though, so you do have to go in with a really light hand, but when you do, it's so gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm living for the packaging. I'm living for the color. This is just so gorgeous for the summertime. I love all of the Benefit box powders that I've tried recently, and I'm so excited because this is so adorable. My bronzer this week has been from Physicians Formula, and this is the BB Beauty Balm Bronze Booster Bronzer. And really nice. And I really thought that this looked absolutely gorgeous with the skin color I am right now. Has a little bit of shimmer in it, which really isn't noticeable on the cheeks, but it's just a really nice kind of healthy glow within bronzer, so it's really nice, and I've really been liking that. My contouring product has been from Tarte. It's the Tarte Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle Double Duty Contour and Highlight Kit. So this is the contour powder. It's a little bit ashy toned, which for me right now I don't mind because I was kind of combining it with an orangier toned bronzer. So I really thought this was gorgeous, really nice to chisel out the cheekbones. It's a really nice cool toned color. And then this highlight shade was so gorgeous mixing in with the Ulta Rainbow Highlighter, which is so good, you guys. This is so pigmented, so gorgeous, and just really mixed together. It kind of dimmed down the vibrancy of it, so it was a lot more wearable. The only thing about this rainbow highlighter is that it was really powdery. You really have to kind of dust off your brush, but since you're mixing it with this anyways, it really didn't matter, and I've been loving these two in combination. I also loved the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Glow. I used this to set my eye primer this week, and it was just so nice. Really pigmented and buttery and smooth. It lasted literally all day. I love these ColourPop eyeshadows so much, and I really want to pick up more. And finally, the Too Faced Glitter Glue is definitely a win for me this week. This is so good. It literally makes your shimmer eyeshadows pop, makes it last all day. Really nice for pigments as well. This is such a really, oh my gosh, it's such a good product. But for a cheaper alternative, I would definitely recommend that you try the NYX Glitter Primer. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys in today's video. I want to thank you so much for watching. I have to sign off before Caroline comes to my house. But I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. But I loved this for underneath. Oh. So
Are you home?
Yeah, why?
I'm coming.
Okay, I'm filming right now. Great. She's coming over. I gotta finish this video fast.